From the soil of Liberia, a dream was born. Through struggle and hard work, a leader was formed. A son of the land, with a vision so clear, to build a new future for all people here. No tribe, no party, no lines to divide. For Liberia's progress, we stand side by side. Alex Cummings, hope for Liberia. A voice for the people, a leader sincere. Together we rise, together we stand. Building tomorrow across our land. For the farmer, the teacher, the youth with a dream. For mothers and fathers, striving to be seen. Jobs, education, and opportunity. A nation united in dignity. From Lofa to Maryland, Nimba to Grand Crew, the people are rising with hope that is true. Alex Cummings, hope for Liberia. A brighter tomorrow is drawing near. Hand in hand, we will move ahead. A stronger Liberia is what lies ahead. Oh,
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may find yourself when you listen to this podcast. I'm Alexander B. Cummings, or some people call me ABC, a business person, a philanthropist, and over the last 10 years, a politician. And I'm the political leader of the Alternative National Congress. Today, I want to use this medium, and going forward, I will start to do a series of podcasts to speak to issues that our country faces, and to use this medium to challenge our thinking, to offer alternatives and solutions, because I keep saying, quoting Albert Einstein, that we cannot keep doing the same things over and over and expect different results. And today I want to speak about and talk about our whole concession regime, or in other words, how do we get value from our natural resources? Are we getting fair value? Is the Liberian people, are we getting the value we need so we can develop our country? So we can pay our civil servants, our police officers, our military people, our healthcare workers. Are we getting the resources we need, the money we need from our natural resources to do that? What is topical right now, what's happening and we're all talking about, is the issue around B Mountain. As you all know, B Mountain has a concession agreement to take gold from Kipmount primarily. And if you look at historical numbers, I think 2023, the Letty suggested that there was 1.2 million kilograms of gold extracted and exported from Liberia at a value of around $650–700 million. Did the Liberian people get a fair share of that almost $700 million that left our country in terms of our natural resources. Let me also say that this issue is not about demounting. This issue is about the whole concession regime, that the whole way we go about putting value and getting value from our natural resources. So it could be ArcelorMittal, it could be, Alexander Cummings company, it could be any company. If we don't revisit this concession process, we will get the same results. The current model was established during President Charles Taylor's regime. And let's keep in mind then that the circumstances were different. The environment was different. Liberia was just coming out of a war. It was a high-risk environment. And so the terms offered then were more advantageous to potential investors because they were taking a lot of risk coming into a volatile environment, if you will. But then the basic same terms, slightly modified, was approved for demounting in 2013 under the then Unity Party government, and then subsequently renewed and extended under the CDC government in 2023. So again, same what I call ruling class, same group of people doing the same things over and over and over, and of course, we will not get any different results. We will continue to undervalue our resources, and our people will continue to suffer. A real life example, my fellow Liberians, I was in Wiswa. I think it was in 2022 or 2023. And Wiswa used to be the diamond capital of Liberia. Today, the diamond is mostly finished, and there's no real good schools, no real good hospital, no running water, no electricity. You can hardly get cell phone signal. This is a real example of what happens when you keep doing the same thing over and over. People continue to suffer, the minerals finish, and our people's lives remain the same. They don't change. And so we have to think about doing these things differently. There are other models for how we can get value for our natural resources. One is what they call production sharing. So rather than a royalty regime or profit sharing regime, we do the arithmetic, we do the math, we understand the economics of our natural resource, and we ask the company mining our natural resources to give us a certain percentage of whatever they extract. And we take that gold, iron ore, diamond, whatever it is, and we sell it on the open market. Get the money and we use it to develop our country. Production sharing is easier, it's simpler. Another model we can look at is to set up a natural resource company. And we, Liberians, as shareholders, as owners of that company, we go to the market, we raise the capital, we hire the expertise, and we develop and we mine our own resources. There are examples of all of this around the world. In Saudi Arabia, for example, there's a company called Aramco. It is owned by the citizens of Saudi Arabia. It's one of the most valuable oil companies in the world. They own it, they extract the oil, and they sell it to the open market. So again, there are different models to look at, but the old concession model, we have to change. We have to do things differently, my people. We cannot keep doing the same thing and expect different results. The people that are perpetuating this old model, they actually benefit from the model the way it is. They have contracts with these companies. They get bribes, they take money under the table, and in the meantime, we, Liberians, we continue to suffer. So the point is, we gotta do things differently. We gotta revisit our operating models. We gotta question the Ministry of Mines and Energy. Do they have the right operating model? Are we using technology, right, to monitor what leads our country? Do we understand the full value chain of our natural resources? I often say from the time any company in Liberia, from the time they put a shovel in the ground to take the gold or the iron ore or the diamond, to the time they pay their shareholders, we need to understand that entire value. We need to be experts in iron ore, experts in gold, experts in diamonds. Any natural resource we have, we need to understand it, because that's how we can negotiate and get fair value. These companies have to make money as well. They have to get a return, but they should not get an exorbitant amount of return. So that understanding is something we need to demand of ourselves. If we need to buy the expertise, let's go and buy the expertise, so that again, we're getting fair value for our natural resources. My fellow Liberians, this is my area. I understand economics. I understand financial systems. I understand how investors think. I understand what to look for. I understand the kind of environment you gotta create, whether it's for Liberians or for foreign investors. The point is, it has to be a win-win. It cannot be they win and our people continue to suffer. No schools, no electricity, no health care. This is not acceptable in 2026, the oldest republic in Africa. We cannot keep doing the same things and expect different results. We have to challenge everything. We have to question everything. The old concession model has not worked. It doesn't work. It is broken. This is not about changing existing agreements. We will enforce the current agreements to make sure these companies are living up to their commitments. But all new agreements is what we have to change. Again, out of production sharing, or we set up a national resource company, whatever that model is, but we have to get more value from our natural resources. And with that increased value, increased money, basically that's what that means, we can take this money and we can build schools, we can build hospitals, we can educate our young people, we can support Liberian businesses, entrepreneurships, we can create jobs, we can provide loans and credit facilities to our business people, to our market women. These are the kind of changes we can make if we challenge how we've done things in the past, and if we take a different mindset. So let me conclude by saying we can do better. Liberia deserves better. We cannot keep doing the same things over and over and expect different results. We cannot keep electing and selecting people with the same kind of experience who benefit from the system the way it is and expect that things will change. So my fellow Liberians, thank you for this opportunity. As I said, we will have many more of these conversations. I will use this medium to engage differently, to ask questions, to challenge the powers that be, to challenge the ruling class, because today they have state power. They have the responsibility to look after the Liberian people, and we have a right to challenge them to do better on behalf of the Liberian people. So thank you, God bless you, and God bless Liberia.
From the soil of Liberia, a dream was born. Through struggle and hard work, a leader was formed. A son of the land, with a vision so clear, to build a new future for all people here. No tribe, no party, no lines to divide. For Liberia's progress, we stand side by side. Our next coming, hope for Liberia. A voice for the people, a leader sincere. Together we rise, together we stand. Building tomorrow across our land. For the farmer, the teacher, the youth with a dream. For mothers and fathers, striving to be seen. Jobs, education, and opportunity. A nation united in dignity. From Lofa to Maryland, Nimba to Grand Crew, the people are rising with hope that is true. Alex Cummings, hope for Liberia, a brighter tomorrow is drawing near. Hand in hand, we will move ahead. A stronger Liberia is what lies ahead.